Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sports Blitz here, and we're back with our NFL Week 12 power rankings. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Very first thing, I think we have a new number 32 this week in the Jags. Honestly, I don't know how Doug Peterson still has a job as of this morning. It's Tuesday morning, and he hasn't been fired yet. Jags have been getting tossed around, it seems like, this season. They've been really, really bad. Got absolutely demolished by the Lions. So, yeah, got the Jags here at 32. I think I'm going to go ahead and move the Cowboys all the way down here to 31. I know that's a pretty big drop. Honestly, looking at the last few weeks, where I had them last week was probably a little bit too high, to be honest. So I think 31's pretty deserving. I've got the Giants here at number 30. I know that's technically up 2 spots from last week, and they were on a bye. But, I mean, hey, at least that wasn't any given week to have them lose again. So there you go. Giants went up by 2 because other teams got destroyed. At number 29, I've been kind of debating between having the Raiders here and having the Jets here. I think I like the potential of the Jets better than the Raiders. They're both bad teams, but overall, I think I'm going to have the Raiders here at 29 and then the Jets at 28. The Jets did fire Joe Douglas this morning. They announced their interim GM. So they are going to be in for a rebuild. They are. But yeah, they're in a tough spot. So yeah, that was number 28 for the Jets. At number 27, I think I'm gonna put. I think at 27, I'm gonna go ahead and. I think I'm gonna actually have the Browns here at 27. The Jameis Winston magic seems to kind of be disappearing a little bit. It's yeah, he's not making all of the crazy impressive throws quite as much as he did a few weeks ago. Some of that magic seems to be going away. The Browns defense isn't looking good. I think 27 is a pretty realistic spot for them. 26, I'm going to go ahead and have the Titans here. I know they lost. This is technically an upgrade of like 1 or 2, I think it was. I think they were at 27 last week, if I remember right. But anyways, I thought for what it was, they played the Vikings relatively tough. They couldn't come away with the win. So I got them here at 26. Got the Saints here at. You know what? No, I'm gonna move them up. I'm gonna have the Patriots here at 25. Yeah, Drake May I think is looking pretty solid. There's still areas I'd like to see him improve, but honestly, given kind of his lack of weapons, in my opinion, he's doing pretty good. Honestly, you give him a little bit better of an O line, maybe some better weapons, and I think he's going to be a good quarterback. It's just going to take time for the Patriots. So, yeah, I got them there at 25. I think at 24, I'm going to have the Panthers. I believe this is where I had them last week, and they were on a bye, so not going to move them up or down. I think that's pretty realistic here. Got the Saints here at 23. They've been looking good under Darren Rizzi, 2-0 under Darren Rizzi. So, yeah, got a good win there against the Browns. So, yeah, got them here at 23. If they continue to look good, I'll move them up more. So, 22, I have got the Chicago Bears only moving down one. Gosh, if this will reorder the right way. There we go. They played the Packers really tough. They almost won. I'm trying to remember if the field goal was blocked or if it was just missed. I think it was blocked. So kind of bad luck for the Bears. That's why I'm only moving them down by one. I didn't think they played poorly in this game at all. I actually thought Caleb Williams made some good throws, and honestly, he was a big factor on the field with his legs. He was running really well. So, yeah, I got the Bears here at 22, only down by one. They're basically swapping spots with the Colts here. I got the Colts here at 21. They played the Jets really tough. Anthony Richardson looked better. He did still, I believe, throw a pick. I know he fumbled twice as well. Only one of those fumbles was lost, but still, you got to be careful doing that. If that was really much better of a team they played, they probably would have lost the game because of those. So, got to be more careful with the ball, but Anthony Richardson did play better. At number 20, I've got the Cincinnati Bengals. I feel bad for Joe Burrow, man. Like, he is carrying that team. The offense is looking so nasty, but the defense is atrocious. That defense is just awful. Really outside of like Trey Hendrickson, and really you could even say like Logan Wilson, I guess. Everybody else on that defense has been awful this year. Like it's really bad. So I think they're a better team than they've put out there, but look, I think 20 is pretty realistic. Number 19, I've got, let's see. Yeah, I think at number 19, I'm going to keep the Dolphins here, moving them up by one. I thought they played all right. I definitely think they should try to get Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle more involved. I feel like with their offense, they're trying to. It almost seems like they're trying to get Jonnu Smith a little bit too involved. And I'm like, look, this offense should almost completely run through Achane, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. The really explosive, fast guys that are just going to be filthy. Like last year, their offense was so good and so explosive. And that's just not what it is right now. It's good, it's a solid offense, but it's not what it was last year. And I think, not getting Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle involved is a big portion why. So, yeah, I got the Dolphins there at number 19. Number 18, I'm going to have the Bucks here. They've been kind of losing quite a bit lately. Haven't looked as good as they did early on in the season. I know this was a bye week, but, the Seahawks ended up beating the 49ers this week, so of course I had to put them above them. So, yeah, there you go. Number 17. You know what? I'm going to move the Falcons all the way down here to 17. They got absolutely smoked by the Broncos. Like, it wasn't even remotely close. The Broncos were just better in all aspects of the game. So, yeah, I got the Falcons here at 17. At number 16, I've got the Seahawks here. This is up, I think, 3 or 4 spots from last week. It is impressive that they beat the Niners, um, especially on like a last-minute touchdown run by Geno. That was that was a good heads-up play by him. Um, I don't know overall that I want to have the Niners quite this low, but with all this in mind, I am going to move them down from the number 10 spot all the way to 15. Um, I mean, I think given what the Niners have, they have not played nearly as well as they should. Honestly, the offensive line didn't look great. I thought Brock Purdy looked pretty bad, to be honest. I thought he was missing some really key throws. And I was actively watching that game too. Like, that was one I was actually paying attention to. Brock Purdy did not look great that game. And honestly, I'm strongly debating putting the Seahawks above them. I really am. But you kind of got a three-way tie in that division right now for second, third, and fourth between them, the Rams, and the Seahawks. And overall, I think this is how I'd rank it. With the Rams at the highest, I think the Rams have shown the most improvement lately. So I've got them at number 14. At number 13, I've got the Denver Broncos going up by 2 after, like I mentioned, absolutely rocking the Falcons. So, yeah, impressive showing by them. Number 12, got the Chargers. Hey, I mentioned a couple weeks ago the Chargers are getting better because really most of the season I had them in like the 21 to 23 spot. And I had a lot of fans saying, no, they should be higher. They're a better team. And for the longest time, I didn't really see it. And these last few weeks, Justin Herbert has really, really elevated that offense to really complement the defense. The defense is what was really carrying them early on. Now they have the good offense to go with it, and they're looking like a good team. They're sitting there at 7-3. Honestly, like, they're looking real good. I really want to move them even higher, to be honest. I mean, even though they're at the 12 spot, lately they've been performing like a top 10 team. So, yeah, Chargers are definitely on the rise here. Number 11, I've got the Texans here. They they beat the Cowboys pretty easily, pretty convincingly last night. Not really a whole lot to say about that. They even had an early touchdown to Nico Collins called all the way back, which I absolutely hate because I've got Nico Collins in 3 of my 4 fantasy leagues this year, and I lost in 2 of them because that touchdown was called back. So, pretty salty about that. But, anyways, yeah, the Texans really took it to the Cowboys pretty convincingly there. Number 10, I got the Packers here. I'm still not 100% sure on the Packers. Like, they're a good team, but it seems like any given week they just aren't playing quite up to what we expect them to be. And I personally expect them to be a top 7, 6, even 5 team. but they just haven't been. They've been winning. They're still pulling out the most important stat that matters, and that's the win. But they're not looking incredible while doing it. So, got them at 10. Got the Cardinals here at number 9. They were on a bye, but they're another team that I've mentioned lately that I believe they're on a 4-game win streak. They're on an absolute tear right now. Defense is looking a lot better. Kyler Murray's looking real good right now. Yeah, Cardinals are just really looking impressive right now. I think I know the Commanders didn't look great against the Eagles the other night, but overall, we know what the Commanders are. We know they're a good team. I mean, how do you really drop them here? Let's be honest. I do think I'm actually going to do some quick reordering, though. Because I will say, I don't love the Ravens still being number 7. I'll tell you what, I think I'm actually going to pop the Chargers up in here. I don't know, man. The Chargers have been real good lately. I think I want to have them clear up here. I really do. Honestly, same for the Cardinals. The Ravens and Commanders disappointed me this week. And, I mean, I think I had Green Bay at number 11 this last week anyways, so I think that's a pretty fitting spot. So, yeah, we'll have this reordering here. Texans at 12, Packers 11, Commanders 10, Ravens 9, Cardinals 8, and then we'll have the Chargers at 7. Again, the Chargers have just been proving it. They've been elevating their offense. Their defense is already one of, if not the best in the league right now. They're really, really good. They're just proving it. That's really all there is. So, number 6, I'm going to go ahead and leave the Eagles here. Because, I mean, the Steelers won their game. The Vikings won theirs. The only top 5 team here that lost is the Chiefs, which I think I'm going to move them just down 1 and put the Bills at 2. Obviously, still keep the Lions there at number 1. And I think that's going to be my new top 5 order. Got the Lions, Bills, Chiefs, Vikings, and Steelers. I will say the Vikings have started acting a little questionable lately. There have been some games that I'm like, I don't know if they're quite as good as we think. So they're definitely on the watch list. We could see them getting passed by Steelers, Eagles, or Chargers at any given moment. Even the Cardinals, to be honest. But until they really show that moment that, like, okay, they're frauds for sure, I'm going to give them the benefit of a doubt. So, overall, let me know what you think of these power rankings in the comments section below. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.